Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. When It's Calls the Heart has officially wrapped filming on its long-awaited season 13. And the excitement among Hearties is nothing short of electric. The quiet charm of Hope Valley has once again echoed with laughter, tears, and the heart-tugging moments that have made the Hallmark series a cultural phenomenon for over a decade. After months of speculation, filming has concluded in the scenic Canadian town of Langley, British Columbia, where the fictional Hope Valley comes to life, as cast and crew pack up the lanterns, Mountie uniforms, and chalkboards. Fans are left wondering the biggest question of all: when will season 13 premiere? Filming for the 13th season began in early July 2025, continuing the show's traditional production timeline of midsummer through fall. The picturesque Hope Valley set, framed by the sweeping Canadian landscape, became alive again as Aaron Croco, Kevin McGarry, Chris McNally, and the rest of the beloved cast reunited for what promises to be one of the most emotional seasons yet. The production officially wrapped in late October, signaling the start of the editing and post-production phase that will shape the final look and feel of the episodes before they grace our screens. Season 13 carries special kind of anticipation, not only because of how season 12 ended, but because this year's story promises deep emotional transformation. The finale of season 12 left viewers on the edge of their seats as Elizabeth, Nathan, and little Jack traveled to Cape Fullerton, a storyline move that expanded the world of When Calls the Heart beyond the familiar fences of Hope Valley. It wasn't just a change of scenery, it was a symbolic leap into new challenges, particularly as Jack Jr.'s diagnosis forced Elizabeth and Nathan into a new phase of their relationship, co-parenting a child with a chronic condition. Now that filming has wrapped, small tidbits from the set have started to emerge through behind-the-scenes photos and subtle hints dropped by the actors. Aaron Croco, who has carried the heart of the show as Elizabeth since its very beginning, reportedly grew emotional on the final day of shooting, describing season 13 as a journey unlike any other. Kevin McGarry, who plays Mountie Nathan Grant, shared his own thoughts on social media, hinting that fans will see the deepest, most honest version of Nathan yet. This sentiment alone has sent waves of excitement through the fan base, as viewers have waited years for Elizabeth and Nathan's relationship to fully blossom. After seasons of hesitation and heartbreak, while Hallmark has yet to announce an official release date, all signs point to an early 2026 premiere. The network's traditional schedule, coupled with the timing of production, makes a spring 2026 debut the most likely scenario. Historically, new seasons have premiered in February or March, offering viewers a comforting return to Hope Valley just as winter begins to fade. The post-production process, which includes editing, scoring, color correction, and quality checks, generally takes about 4 to 5 months for a show of this scale. Given that filming concluded in late October, a February 2026 launch fits perfectly within that window. The question of when season 13 will air isn't the only thing keeping fans talking. The content of the new season is shrouded in mystery, but hints from cast interviews and on-set chatter suggest that the emotional depth this year will surpass anything we've seen before. Elizabeth and Nathan's relationship appears to move into uncharted territory, not just romantically, but spiritually and emotionally. Season 12 finally allowed the two to lower their walls and embrace a shared future. But season 13 will test the strength of that bond as they face the challenges of raising a child together. Jack Jr.'s health condition adds another layer of poignancy. The show's creative team reportedly worked with medical consultants to ensure historical accuracy when portraying a chronic illness in the early 20th century, a time when modern treatments were non-existent. For Elizabeth, a mother who has already endured the loss of her husband, the stakes have never been higher. And for Nathan, whose duty and heart often collide, the struggle between love and responsibility may once again define his story. The theme of resilience, both in family and faith, is expected to anchor the season's narrative beyond the central romance. Hope Valley itself will continue to evolve, with several residents having pursued new opportunities in season 12. Season 13 promises reunions, new arrivals, and emotional farewells. Florence and Ned's general store, Lee and Rosemary's ever-busy newsroom, and Bill Avery's courtroom will once again serve as the heartbeat of the town, each contributing their share of drama, humor, and warmth. There's also talk of a new teacher coming to Hope Valley, which could spark unexpected storylines both in the classroom and beyond. And with Fiona Miller's return teased, fans are eager to see if her big city ambitions might clash with small-town expectations once more. Another anticipated storyline involves Rosemary and Lee Coulter, who have quickly become the comedic and emotional anchors of the series. Having found balance in their family life and careers, the couple may now face challenges that test their partnership in new ways. Rosemary's growing influence as a journalist and public voice for Hope Valley could lead to storylines touching on social change, something the show has carefully woven into its narrative over the years. Meanwhile, Lee's steadfast support and quiet strength may once again be the glue holding their family together. Thematically, Season 13 is poised to explore the idea of home, what it means, where it is, and how it changes as we grow. For Elizabeth and Nathan, home may no longer be a single place, but a sense of belonging built through love, shared struggles, and unwavering hope. For others, Hope Valley will remain a symbol of sanctuary, a town that, no matter how much the world around it changes, continues to represent the best of humanity: kindness, forgiveness, and second chances. As filming concluded, whispers emerged from the set about a few special guest appearances. While nothing has been confirmed, rumors hint at the possible return of familiar faces long absent from the series. Some speculate that Faith Carter might make a brief appearance, perhaps offering medical guidance for Jack Jr. Others believe that Abigail Stanton, once a cornerstone of Hope Valley, could finally return in some capacity, especially as the town grapples with new challenges that require her leadership and compassion. Whether these are mere hopes or carefully planted hints remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: Season 13 will not shy away from nostalgia. Fans can also expect the Hallmark cinematic beauty that has always defined the series, from the sweeping mountain vistas to candlelit dinners and snow-dusted streets. The show's visual storytelling continues to capture the magic of frontier life. Costume designer Barbara Gregosova and her team reportedly took inspiration from Edwardian color palettes this season, infusing the wardrobe with richer fabrics and earthier tones that reflect both the hardships and quiet dignity of the period. Every costume, every frame, seems designed to remind viewers why Hope Valley feels like a second home. Behind the scenes, the creative energy was palpable. The production team, now a well-oiled machine after 12 seasons, brought both innovation and respect for tradition to the set. The writer's room reportedly took extra care this season to tie emotional threads together, paying homage to long-running arcs while laying the groundwork for fresh beginnings. Executive producer and star Aaron Krakow has described the process as a love letter to everyone who has grown with us through love, loss, and hope. That sentiment alone hints at a season that will not only move the story forward but also celebrate the spirit of the community that's kept the show alive for over a decade. Post-production is now underway, with the editing team fine-tuning pacing and tone. The show's composer is reportedly crafting a more orchestral score this time, aiming to heighten the emotional resonance of key scenes. The sound design, too, plays a vital role, from the soft creak of the schoolhouse door to the distant whistle of the train that symbolizes change. Every detail matters in a show like When Calls the Heart, where subtle emotion often speaks louder than dialogue. As anticipation builds, fans are sharing their predictions for what might happen in the new season. Some believe Season 13 will culminate in Elizabeth and Nathan's long-awaited engagement, especially after the heart-stirring finale that left them closer than ever before. Others think the season may end on a bittersweet note, with the couple forced to make a sacrifice for the sake of Jack Jr.'s health. Either way, one thing remains certain: When Calls the Heart has always been about hope, not the absence of struggle, but the belief that love can endure through it all. When the show finally returns in early 2026, It won't just be another season premiere. It will be a homecoming not only for Elizabeth and Nathan, but for every viewer who has found comfort in the streets of Hope Valley. Each storyline, each scene, is a reminder that even in uncertain times, compassion and courage remain timeless virtues. The long months of waiting will be rewarded with laughter, tears, and the quiet magic that only this series can deliver.